Well, hello, and happy Saturday. I am so sorry for being late. There were a number of things going on. I had to wrestle with the dog to get him out. Of course, they always want to go to the toilet literally about time you're going to start something. Then YouTube wasn't playing ball and I had to reset everything. So it's taken the best part of, 10 minutes to set up. So I am very sorry that I'm late, but we're here now. And there's no time constraints today, so we've got plenty of time to talk about absolutely everything. And I'm sure that you've all roasted me to filth in the comments already for being late. So I look forward to working my way through them and see what excuses you guys have come up with. So first of all, let's do a little bit of housekeeping and all that good stuff. For those of you that are new to, well, first of all, for those of you that are established live stream viewers, obviously sending you lots and lots of love. And the same goes to anyone that's watching on the replay squad, because around 80% of our viewers do come on that replay squad. So if that's you, sending you love too. We do these live streams every single Saturday, 6 p.m. UK time, which is 7 p.m. European time, which is 1 p.m. East Coast time, 10 a.m. West Coast time, and somewhere in the middle of the night if you're over in Australia or New Zealand. And for that, you get an extra love and a hug, because that is dedication. I do want to give a big thank you to Tom, as always, who is the sheriff in town, the moderator on these live streams. I do say it every single week, but I genuinely mean it. I couldn't do any of this without the support of Tom. He, generally speaking, I think it's a well-behaved group. We don't have too many trolls or too many issues in these live streams, but occasionally, very occasionally, we do get the odd, and Tom just keeps everything in check and makes this an enjoyable experience for everyone. So yeah, big shout out to Tom, and obviously sending him lots and lots of love. So, it's been a busy week. We've had lots of orders in from the Mad About Skin line, so I've been sorting all of that out as priority. Trying to get some filming done to get ahead of schedule, because I'm the sort of person, as you've seen today, that's always late. So I wanted to get ahead of things. And been experimenting with some new style like shorts content on YouTube, which has been quite fun. So yeah, it's been a very good week, but a bit of a hectic one. So, first Christmas jumper of the year. There are many more. I have many Christmas jumpers, and I like to start with like the most, let's say the least Christmassy, and build my way up to like a Christmas crescendo on like the 25th of December. So I'd say this, it's definitely Christmassy. Oh, I've been out in the garden with the dog. You can tell I've got more like leaves stuck to me. This is kind of Christmassy, but I'd say November appropriate Christmas. Does that even make sense? You know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. So we're going to kick things off with some hellos to everyone. Then we'll go through the comments and all that good stuff. So I think YouTube might have done the thing where it's cut off the very first comments, by the way. So if I've missed your comment or anything, I'm not being rude. It might have just cut them off, so just drop it below. Sending a hello to Suzanne, to William, to Jan, Lebrexa, Sane, Scott, great to see you all, Katharina, Tanya, Irene, Jan, wonderful to have you. We've got JMC, we've got Veronica, KMN, Pina, Reve, wonderful to have you all here. And yeah, it's already very busy. I would say it's already really busy, but when you're good 10 minutes late like me, everyone else has got that. This isn't anything, outstandingly exciting. This is just the usual spring water with lemon and yuzu, which is actually very nice. So I've got that on because I thought I didn't want to delay things even more by boiling the kettle before I came on. So we'll go for something cold. So let's kick things off. Suzanne says, hello, Mad About Skin family, having a lovely weekend. I am, Suzanne. I hope you are too. I'm going to put the finishing touches to the tree today. Got some mulled wine ready to go. Yeah, it's going to be a good weekend, I feel. William, sending you lots and lots of love. Jen said, hi William, loved your video today, your skin looks amazing. Yeah, so William, it looks like the treatment was a success. I watched the video this morning, it seemed that you were happy with the results, which is obviously the main thing. And a little bit of an exploration into Be Minimalist skincare. Now, I did a review of the Be Minimalist skincare line probably about a year and a half ago. Ages and ages ago. And I liked them, but they were really hard to get here in the UK, so I went back to The Ordinary. But I do actually think they're a really good brand, and they have your favourite, the alpha lipoic acid, still in stock, whereas The Ordinary doesn't. So I am glad that you like them anyway. Lebrexa, great to see you and sending you love. Sally said, happy Saturday all. Hope you're having a great week. I'll be joining the replay squad again. Just hop by to leave a like. Thank you. Thank you very much, my love. I'm always appreciative of the likes. And I'll see you on the replay squad. Scott, happy Saturday, hun. Sending you lots of love to California. Suzanne said, finished my skincare routine just in time for the stream. Jan is lathering herself in Flavano mud mask as we speak. King Jan reigns supreme. And Suzanne, I'm glad that everything came together. The skincare routine, the live stream, it was meant to be. Katharina says, hello, lovely Mad About Skin family. Quickly popping into Chris, the light bulb will listen while cooking dinner. Katharina, oh, what are you cooking? That sounds very exciting. We love a good dinner. So what are you cooking? Is there a spare place? Can I pop over? And all of those comments, because that sounds, I'm sure whatever you're cooking is absolutely delicious. Tanya says, hi Rob, hello everyone. Hello Tanya, great to see you, my love. Hello Irene, great to see you, my love. Says, thanks for the nice card you sent me, Rob. No, it's a pleasure, Irene. And thank you for your order. And yeah, it's just lovely to see. It's so lovely to see everyone's orders arriving. And yeah, people enjoying the sunscreen and the other products that are there. We were out of stock for a little bit, and then we got a new set of stock in, which is obviously amazing. So there is stuff available. And yeah, it just makes me really happy. Not gonna lie, less than happy with Royal Mail right now. I get they've got a lot of strike action going on, which has delayed a lot of the orders, and there was a backlog. But I'm kind of like, you know what? Like, I kind of accepted that for a long time, and then I was like, yeah, I'm kind of over that, and they just need to get themselves together. But in good news, we've changed our delivery partner. Goodbye, Royal Mail. Forget you. Too much hassle. Not worth it. And we go with a different delivery partner, which is going to do faster delivery across the whole international platform. So very much looking forward to that. So if you order any Mad About Skin products from now onwards, they'll all be going out with our new delivery partner, which is going to be quicker, which, let's be honest, can't be slower than Royal Mail. They're not called Royal Snail Mail for nothing. And then we'll be going to the new delivery partner, which, you know, hopefully we'll speed everything up. So sorry that Royal Mail, once again, have just made it very, very difficult. Their tracking was down and all of that. We didn't need all of that drama. But it's good to see that everyone's orders are now arriving, which is the main thing, and people are loving them. All of the UK orders have now been delivered. I think last Royal Mail gave me the update, 96% of the European ones had. And then we're at something like 80% of the international. So we are getting there. We're in the final throes. And the new delivery partner already way, way quicker. So yeah, it's all good. So thank you for all your patience with all of that, guys. And if you have any questions, if you want to know updates on your package or anything, if it's yet to arrive, if you're one of the few people that hasn't, just drop us an email using the contact section of the website, and we'll get onto it straight away for you. So there's no hassle there whatsoever. Jan says, hi folks, be right back. Mud on FaceTime. Jan, always time for a Flavano mud. Danny says, how unlucky can I be? Guess who received their Mad About Skin order but can't try any of the exfoliator or the SPF because she has a heavy cold and the skin around the nose and mouth is super raw. Yep, that's it. Well, first of all, Danny, it arrived. That's good. Boo to it. You having a cold and feeling a bit under the weather. But you know what, Danny? You might not be able to use the products just yet, but I'm going to send you a massive hug, and that is going to be worth anything else, and it's going to make you feel instantly better. Promise you. But I'm glad the products arrived, and feel better soon, my love. JMC, great to see you, my love. Katharina said, forgot to say, that sunscreen of yours is downright awesome, Rob. Yes. Best I've ever tried. Even the husband likes it, which is a great achievement. He knows it's a must, but he does like using sunscreen. This is what this is what I was hoping people's experiences would be. Like, they get it on skin, like, yes, you can genuinely have a sunscreen that is like a moisturizer, disappears, and doesn't leave you feeling like you're wearing anything. And that's really what I wanted. And yeah, this ticked the boxes for me, and it's just so good to see all of you guys using and enjoying the product. And that just makes me so, so happy. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, I probably should have mentioned something about the a Black Friday deal that we've got on. I say deal, like the Black Friday offer that we've got at the moment. So now that everyone's sunscreens and everything orders have landed in the main part, I wanted to do a little bit of a Black Friday sale. And I thought long and hard. Me and Tom had a long chat about it and thought, how are we gonna make this work? What do we want to do, and all of that. And the initial thought was to just do a standard, like, X percentage off. And then I thought, you know what? Everybody's doing that. Like, every brand has, like, 10%, 15% off or whatever. And also, it's kind of, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of that. I kind of like to just keep prices cheap all year round. I think if you can do a 50% sale in November, that shows that your margins are sky high. Because, trust me, they're not losing money on 50% discounts. They're still making money. So that means that everything commands a 50% premium all year round, which isn't fair, I don't think. So because we keep everything as affordable as possible year round, we don't have the margins to come out with like a 50% off. So I thought, you know what we could do? For every time you buy a moisturizer or a sunscreen, which are our two best sellers, if you buy moisturizer or sunscreen, you'll get a free lip balm, which I thought was a great way of being like, A, because I think the lip balm is a little bit of an unsung hero and I want it to get way more love. But also, I think it's a good way of giving the lips a little love and the hydration. And also, I think that the lip balm pairs really well with the moisturizer, particularly. Put the moisturizer on, let it sink in, and then you can put the lip balm on top as like a slugging thing around the eyes or anything. It's totally compatible with that. So I kind of wanted to create that. So if you did want to stock up, if you've fallen in love with the sunscreen, or you're yet to try it on the moisturizer, and you wanted to stock up, all you need to do at www.madaboutskincare.com is if you put in a moisturizer or a sunscreen or both in your basket, make sure you put the equivalent lip balm, lip conditioner in too, and then when you check out, the lip conditioner will automatically be freed out, so you get a discount on that. So it's very easy, you don't need a code or anything. Just make sure if you're buying sunscreen or moisturizer, you put a lip balm in your basket at the same time, then when you check out, it's free. Even if you don't plan on using it, it's a stocking filler for Christmas. That's kind of my thing. Even if like you're not a lip balm sort of person, you're not going to get the use out of it, throw it in someone's stocking. They'll love it for Christmas. Williams, Danny says, yeah, well, I think that's my lesson to learn. Patience. So glad you patient. I'm the least patient person in the world, Danny, so no shade. Suzanne says, oh no, Danny, maybe this means you have time to test them behind your ear. This is true. It's a great opportunity for a patch test, but I wish you weren't ill, Danny. I wish you were on 100% top form. Jan says, oh no, Danny, can't imagine anything worse. Receiving my Mad About Skin products and not being able to try them. Hope you're feeling better soon. Yes. I think there's a groundswell of Mad About Skin love and sympathy for you, Danny, and understandably so. We don't like any of the family feeling less than fabulous. So yeah, get well soon, Danny. Get well soon. Veronica sending you lots and lots of love. KMN, same to you, my love. Fristenberg says, hi, I hope everyone is having an amazing weekend. I wasn't here last week because I participated in the Danish Nationals with the brass band. We saw pictures. Very impressed. Very, very impressed. We got second and the third section. So I was so happy. That's a really good achievement. So big, big round of applause. And yeah, congratulations. And we're so glad to have you back this weekend, Fristenberg, and sending you lots of love. Pinya says, anyone have SPF recommendations for northern winter time? Right now, the sun is up about 7 hours a day, twilight included. How much? What should I use? I'm the sort of person in winter that does still use a sunscreen. I'm not one of these people that insists on lathering it on 8 times a day and you're going overboard with the 8-finger method or whatever people are doing now. I like to keep it basic. You know, in the UK, we get a little bit more sunlight than that, but not a whole lot. So I would tend to just use a sunscreen and a moisturizer in one on a morning and done. It gives you that coverage because I think in winter, less chance of any damage from UVB rays, but the UVA rays are still there. You know, you could be inducing a little premature aging. So I would definitely use a sunscreen even in winter, but I would probably go for something that's like a moisturizer with SPF in. Something like the Mad About Skin sunscreen. I don't know if you've ever heard of that brand, but it doesn't have to be mine, I joke. It doesn't have to be mine. It can be literally any moisturizing sunscreen. Just swap out your moisturizer on a morning for that, and you're good. I don't think you need to overdo it with sunscreen in the winter. I think we all got a little bit sunscreen obsessed at one point. You should always match the product you reach for to the environment around you, your skin type, underlying medical conditions, all of that. And so all things being equal, I think a really good moisturizer with some SPF in is more than enough on a morning for those winter months. But of course, do what works for you. Reve, great to see you, my love. So Tina, great to see you, my love, too. Tom says, Rob, can you discuss the Mad About Skin stance on cruelty-free products and whether you're aware of individual ingredients in the sunscreen that are tested on animals? Oh, that's a bit of a hot topic. Yeah, so first of all, we work with an entirely cruelty-free lab who source entirely from cruelty-free ingredient manufacturers. So that kind of answers that. I'm completely cruelty-free in my skincare approach, in the brands that I buy. Cruelty-free used to be a lot easier, if I'm totally honest, because now most brands are cruelty-free in the sense that they don't themselves test on animals, but they might then allow others to test their products on their behalf, which obviously isn't cruelty-free. So it kind of got a bit more murky and it less easy to understand. But for me, I like to look for brands that I can guarantee that their products have never and will never be tested on animals, which is kind of what I look for. And of course, I wanted to live up to that ethos when I came to creating my own range of products. So no, none of the products that are included in the Mad About Skin skincare line have been tested on animals, and none of the ingredients within it have been tested on animals. Now, there's certain like what would they call like grandfather clauses and rights and things like that. So take like vitamin C, for example. That at some point in the 60s or 50s will have been, as an ingredient will have been tested on animals, and then that data said, yeah, this is safe for use on skin, and then people use ascorbic acid now in there and know that it's safe because that took place. But the brands haven't tested it on that, and there is a cutoff. I think it's 1992, 1993, something like that. Anyway, there's an international standard cutoff which determines what's cruelty-free. That's kind of it's quite a complex topic to get into. I could do a little video for the Facebook group if you wanted, but yeah, the short answer is none of the products in the Mad About Skin collection have been tested on animals, and none of the ingredients which form part of that have been tested on animals and confirmed to the international standard of what is cruelty-free as determined by those dates and things like that. And I specifically chose the lab that I worked with to make sure that they were fully committed to that cruelty-free approach, which is really, really important. A lot of countries are now outlawing animal testing, which is amazing. China is unfortunately the holdout. We don't sell into China for that reason. Well, there's many reasons, but the main reason is, you have to submit your products for testing on animals, and I would never do that. So no, we are entirely cruelty-free. Going through the certification at the moment, and this is like where I think, there are different certifications, and not all the certifications are equal, so you could go for the Leaping Bunny certification, which is one you'll probably see a lot of. PETA, the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, do their own certification. There's various different ones you can go down, and all of them have different standards, which again just makes it really, really difficult for like us, the consumer, to kind of know. We're going to apply for the Leaping Bunny standard, which is the one that I think is the most comprehensive and the one that I think represents the best in terms of what I perceive to be truly cruelty-free, and I think is the most, in my view, reputable. So we're going to go down that route. It takes a long time, rightly so, because as an organisation that give that certification, they take a lot of time to really do the delving and make sure everything is like, you have to submit everything and everything's watertight. So we're going to go through that. It's probably going to be a 1.5-year process, and it also costs a lot of money, which is fine because I think it's worth investing in. So we'll have the certification at some point in like a 1.5 years time, but I can give you my word right now that that's where we're at with it, and hopefully the certification will also follow. So yeah, hopefully that answered all your questions. And just to be really clear, I think this is other like bit of a, I don't know, there seems to be a little bit of miscommunication with between like some brands and things. So something can be cruelty-free but contain animal-derived products, and I know that can be confusing. So if people want to know if something is vegan, if they're living a vegan or a plant-based lifestyle and want to make sure that no ingredients in products are animal-derived, always reach out to the company and ask that. Like, always ask that question, because there are certain ingredients that can be derived from animals but might not be, and you can't just tell from the ingredients list. So if anyone wants to know if anything's vegan or anything, always reach out to the brand, because they're the ones that'll be able to give you all of that information, and they should know that. If they don't know that, that would be a bit of a red flag. They should know that. Anyway, hopefully that answers the question. Jan says, Danny, I hope you feel better soon. Yes, yeah. I think we're all sending Danny the world's biggest love. Paula, great to see you, my love. Sending you lots and lots of love. Kat says, taps fuck. Come on, Rob. Imagine him running around making his Betty's tea and generally faffing about. Oh, there was a lot of faffing. I didn't get a cup of tea, which is why I'm drinking this actually really cold fizzy water, which probably isn't a good idea. But there was a lot of faffing. You know me too well. KMN says, last Sunday I came back from vacay, Southeast Asia. It sounds lovely. The first thing I did before luggage claim was brush my teeth and went ahead with skincare. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I think there's something being on a long haul flight that everything just feels a little bit greasy and fuzzy, and no. Paula says, caress the like button and see if he arrives. Oh my gosh, I was really late. I am very sorry about that. Very, very sorry about that. But the like button did get me here, so it's all good. It's all good. Tina says, I was wondering how steadfast the 6-month expiration is for the Mad About Skin product. I'm only about halfway through the expiration gel. So, I could do a little bit of a deep dive into expiration dates. So brands test products in a quick way. So, for stability testing, a product gets put through an increased amount of pressure, heat, light, and all that to replicate what 6 months would look like in a short period of time, like 2 weeks. And that will then allow them to say, yes, this is good for 6 months. Now, it doesn't mean that the product expires on the 6th month point. So we put the 6-month expiration on because that's what we tested the stability over. Now, we could have tested it over 2 years, but that would have taken too long. And it probably would still have been fine, but we don't know. So we tested it for 6 months, which is why we can say your products will genuinely be good for 6 months, and that's what goes on the bottle. It doesn't go off on the 6th month, and you know what? Products usually last way beyond that 6-month period, but brands have to do some testing and commit to a month expiry thing, which is when we got the 6th month. We might be looking in the future, because I do want to minimize waste, and I hate the idea of anyone throwing a product away at the end of that 6th month because of that. So in the future, we are looking to invest in extending that testing through to the 12-month period, so that we can then stick a label on saying 6 months. It's not to say that the products genuinely expire at the end of 6 months, it's just that's what they've been tested and proven to be stable and safe up to use for. So yeah, hopefully that explains it, and we will. But again, all these things take time and money. But in the future, I would like to increase the testing on all the products to go to that 12-month period, because I do hate the idea of anyone wasting product on the money, throwing it out after that 6 months because they haven't got through it. So if that makes sense, I hope that makes sense. Scott says he's holding out for 100 likes. I'm here, I promise. When he says Rob is on QST, Queen Standard Time. Yeah, Queen Standard Time, as we all know, is famously late. Kat says hoping for lots of lawn action today. No, I deliberately locked Lawn out because last week he was a menace, up and down, running around, barking in the garden. So I deliberately locked him out. But I will, before the live stream ends, I will call him in so everyone can say hi to the puppy. I promise. I just thought we didn't need him for the duration of this. Suzanne said Jan made enough tea for the gang. Where's our man at? This is true. Yeah, Suzanne, if you could send Jan over here with a nice warm brew, that would literally be amazing. Turtle says totally worth the wait. Thank you, Turtle. We love you. Alexandria said, get a hop in Mary Poppins. Let's go. You see, I knew that you guys would read me to filth for being late, and you didn't let me down. You didn't let me down. Paula says, my laundry is hanging out on the line. My coffee is hot. My knitting is on my lap. I'm ready anytime, Rob. Sorry. Yeah. I think this was a record even for me. I am going to blame YouTube. There was my usual 4 minutes of faffing. Not going to lie, there's always 4 minutes of faffing with me. So I was expecting to be like 4 minutes past would probably be where I was aiming for. There's always that faffing element. I mean, the reason I was like 10 minutes late was technically YouTube. So 6 minutes of it was YouTube to blame, in my humble opinion. That's my excuse anyway, and I am sticking to it. But yeah, sorry about that. But I love how you guys know me too well. You all know me too well. I like Turtle's idea. Is there a 10-minute rule? Does Tom take over if Rob doesn't arrive soon? I think we'd all love Tom time. I mean, to be fair, if Tom was here, I could quite happily let him sit down. You'd probably all enjoy it, because there's a running joke with me and Tom. Every time Tom posts something on the Facebook group, it gets more attention and it gets more interaction. You guys literally love Tom, and I'm fine because Tom is a superstar and amazing. So there is like literally zero shade there. I think he would do an amazing job on this live stream. So I think we need to make it happen. I do think we need to make it happen. Paul says cut the waffle and start the chat. I wish I did have a waffle to cut right now. That would be amazing. Sweet Tea says, hi Rob, welcome to your show. You guys are so shady. You're so shady. And Tom says, yeah, I was just ringing you to see where you were. Yeah, I do have a missed call. I do have the Tom missed call. Yeah, I promise next week. So my next week's commitment to each and every one of you out there is I will be on time. I promise I will be on time. What can the forfeit be? We'll think of a good forfeit. But I promise I will be on time. Jan says, love the jumper. Thank you, Jan. Come at me, bro. Love that name. Says, thoughts on Penoxyl. We can't get it here in the UK. Or we couldn't. I think you now can. Couldn't when I was growing up and at my most acne. I think it's really good. I think particularly for the body, for the chest, for the back, if you've got any acne or breakouts on the chest and back, I think Penoxyl is a really good body wash. I think it's a little bit stripping and drying for the face, personally. But if you've got uncontrollable oil production, it could actually really work for you. International language, great to see you, my love. JMCD says, might have asked last week, but what do you think about Caroline Hirons' retinoids? So Caroline Hirons, I like online the polarizing view of these products. So I was reading some of the reviews of the products and Caroline Hirons reviews and things like that. And I looked at the ingredients and I thought, you know what, these are really nice products. They look like they're well formulated. They look like they're going to deliver. I think the price point is quite a lot more than I was expecting to pay. And I do know, I do know that celebrity or whatever brands often come with a higher price point, and there's a marketing element in that. But these were really, really quite high priced, and I thought, you know what, there are cheaper alternatives on the market that I personally will use. But I wanted to see what other people's experience was, so I kind of did a little bit of a Reddit search, had a little review online, and oh wow, people are polarized. I don't know. I literally didn't get into down that rabbit hole because I was like, oh, I don't know, but I believe Caroline Aaron's seems to have upset a lot of people for some reason. I have no idea. They were all like, wouldn't ever buy from this. And I was like, oh, okay. And then some people saying that they liked the product, and then other people were coming after them saying, how could you like the product from this? So I have no idea what's going on there. I was like, you know what? I was busy putting my Christmas tree up. I don't have enough time for that drama in my life. Moved on. So I don't know what that's all about. And that's the only research I really did. But if I looked at the products themselves, I think they're nice. I just think they're a little bit overpriced. Sorry, I've got a cat hair. I think that they're a little bit overpriced would be my suggestion. Also, if I'm going to get a retinol, I'm obviously going to go to Geek and Gorgeous, which I just think they've really just nailed it. I like the Medicate ones, which I do think are really good, but again, quite a high price point. So I would probably choose Medicate over the Caroline Hirons one, but I don't want to be shady because I know people love her, and a lot of people love her, and I don't want to be shady because clearly a lot of thought has gone into these products, and the packaging looks nice. I just think it's a bit on the pricey side. Sarah says, hello folks, hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. I am, Sarah, hope you are too, my love. Maru says, hey my lovely Rob, hello love. Can you suggest a beta glucan moisturizer? Yeah, there is only one beta glucan I will bother with, and that is our unique one. So good, lightweight, works if you've got oily skin or dry skin. If you've got oily skin, one layer, all that you need. If you've got a drier skin type, put one layer on, wait a minute, put another layer on. It like doubles down on the benefit. Love it. K-Men says, love the jumper. Thank you. Next week, by the way, no, when is the first live stream? The first live stream of December, it's mandatory that everyone needs to wear a Christmas jumper. The tackier, the better. A little top Christmas jumper fact for you. Apparently, I'm from Yorkshire, which is a region in the UK, and there's this factory in Bradford, which is in Yorkshire, that apparently makes 95% of the Christmas jumpers that are sold in the UK, and they basically have a whole team year round designing the most tacky and horrendous Christmas jumpers possible because they're the ones that sell the best. I read that somewhere the other day. Moomal says, guide about copper peptide serum. I actually did a whole video on copper peptides, which I think is worth watching because it explains more than I could do in this short time on the live stream. So I'd probably check that out. But copper peptides are particularly good for boosting collagen and elastin production for anti-aging. They can be a little bit difficult to interact with other ingredients and slot into your skincare routine. So check that video out, and I promise you'll have all the information you need in that. Brooke said we all need Tom in our lives. We do. I couldn't be without Tom in my life, so we all need a little Tom actually in our life. Suzanne says Robin a winter jumper is everything. Thank you. What's this got on? What has this one got on? This we've got reindeers, snowflakes, and stars. As a side note. This is a side note. This jumper, I bought new like 2 days ago from Sainsbury's, which is like a supermarket here in the UK. And actually I walked in, I was like, I want that jumper. That is like the perfect like starter jumper for the Christmas season. So I was like, fine. And it was down to like £4, which is a bargain because it was last year's stock, as if like tacky Christmas jumpers have seasons. But anyway, it was last year's stock. So I was like, okay, bought it. Got home, I was like, oh, Yep, that's been sat around in a warehouse for a year. That's definitely been in a warehouse for a year. And I was going to wash it before I wore it, and then I was like, I want to wear it for this live stream, so I wore it now. So if you like your men smelling musty and like they've been sat in a warehouse for a year, I'm currently what you want. I will take it off after this and wash it. And I meant to do it before, but I completely forgot. But I'm open and honest. That's probably oversharing, but I'm always open and honest with you guys. Fristed versus I'm on that jumper. Well, head to Sainsbury's, put it in your basket, but just make sure you wash it first. Francie, great to see you, my love. Melanie says, hi Rob, 59 and looking to start a skincare routine after chronic illness on a very strict budget. I'm thinking The Ordinary. You're my favourite creator, hands down. Thank you very much. I mean, I think The Ordinary is a really good place to start. If I was on a really strict budget, and just like, I know this has been said a million times, but I think it bears repeating. Don't let budget determine how successful your routine is going to be, because it's not. Like, some of the best products I've ever tried at drugstore, some of the worst products are bougie and high end. So honestly, budget really doesn't matter. Make sure you're matching your skincare purchases to your budget, but actually don't think that's going to result in better or worse outcomes. It's all about selecting the right products. I think The Ordinary is a great place to start. I would recommend, if you're 59, you're recovering from chronic illness, I imagine your skin might be on the drier side. I'm just guessing, so correct me if I'm wrong, but might be on the drier side. So I would probably start with the ordinary, I would get the amino acids, which is a beautiful, calming, soothing, deeply hydrating serum. I'd get the natural moisturizing factors, which is a wonderful, wonderful moisturizer, and then I would pair that with a nice drugstore cleanser. Just go to CVS, Walmart, Boots, wherever in the world you live, and just have a look at some of the cleansers and choose one that works, that appeals to you, that doesn't cost more than like £10, $10. You don't need to pay more than that, and then you've got a pretty good routine, and then you can build from there. But I think that's a really great place to start, and that'll sort out any dryness. It'll give you those quick wins because the amino acids will plump out the skin, with some anti-aging benefits. I'd start there and then build from there. Obviously, you're going to want a sunscreen. The ordinary sunscreen is rubbish. So again, when you're at the drugstore choosing your cleanser, have a play around with some of the sunscreens. Try them on the back of your hand and work out which ones do you like. Do you want to go for a tinted one, which is like a great cheat to get in some makeup and skincare all in one? Kind of work out where you are. But we're here for you. And I always say, like, it is always good, great place to start with the skincare routine is asking other people that have kind of been through that journey. I think we've all been on a bit of a learning curve with our skincare over the past couple of years. So yeah, we're here to support, guide, whatever you need from us, we're here. Let's see, Suzanne said rosy cheeks and snuggly aesthetic, adorable. Thank you. So we live for that. Violet says, Rob, I got my order. I really appreciate the handwritten note. I used the moisturiser last night. Thank you. No, it's fine, Violet. I do love it. I'm a sucker for a good... What I've always wanted to do is, I think when you start a brand, especially if it grows really quickly, and I've been very fortunate that that's been the case with the Mad About Skin brand, I think a lot of the time you lose sight of where you've come from, and it all becomes a bit mass market and a bit... and I think, you know, it's all right people saying, like, celebrating indie brands. So... people are all about celebrating indie brands. And I love to celebrate smaller, independent brands. But I always say, don't just support indie brands for the sake of it. Say, what are you actually getting extra by supporting that indie brand? What are they offering that the big multinationals can't? And there is usually something. But don't just assume that all indie brands are good and that's, you know what I mean, and all multinationals are bad. Take a look at the indie brands. Like, what am I actually getting? And I think indie brands need to make sure that they have like a bit of a niche in the market. And I wanted my niche with the Mad About Skincare line to be like... I wanted it to be affordable. So I wanted to be able to do good quality skincare at an affordable price, which is why I kept the margins, profit margins super low on them. I wanted to offer like the best customer service, which is why some of the delays with Royal Mail really frustrated me. And Tom got the brunt of my rant about Royal Mail the other day. But like, I think you can still, even if that lets you down, you can still respond in the best way possible and make sure that you offer a bit more of a personalized service. And when you're like, right, I know all you guys have been with me for years, and I know where, like, a lot of you by name. And so when I'm writing like the notes, I want to keep that going because I'm like, you know, it's really nice to just be able to, you know, when you recognize the name, be able to put a little note in and have that connection, which is something you'll never get from a multinational corporation, which, whilst it takes a lot of time to do, I think is special to me. And I am genuinely appreciative to each and every one of you, because I know I would never be here without the love, support, and kindness that you guys show me literally every single day. And for that, I'm so grateful. So yeah, from the bottom of my heart, like, yeah, thank you so much. And you guys are amazing. And yeah, we love you. We love you. Before I get too soppy. William says, Rob, if people in the USA want to order Mad About Skin products, what would be the cutoff date to receive them in time for the holiday? Well, thanks to our new delivery provider, then we have a much lower delivery time frame than what we had with Royal Mail, which is a good thing. So they've assured that for the UK, for the US, that the last order date in order to get the products by the 22nd of December, which is what they class as the holiday cutoff, like the Christmas cutoff, is the 4th of September, 4th of December. So if you want to guarantee you'll get your Mad About Skincare products in the US in time for Christmas, then you need to order by the 4th of December. So if you've ordered now, you'll be more... and I saw your order come in, William, so thank you so much. And yeah, I'll make sure it's shipped tomorrow with our new shipping provider, and it'll get there super quick. And the track it, and you can track it each step of the way. So yeah, it's all good. Everyone has plenty of time before the holiday season to still order if you want. And of course that determines, I think the cutoff for Australia is the 1st of December. Obviously the cutoff for the UK is like the 20th of December. So there's different times. And if you want me to do a little post about that, if that would be useful, I can do a little post about it. I can find out the exact dates and do a bit of a post on Facebook if that would help people. But love you, William. Sweet Tea says, you're loving your Christmas jumpers and I'm here looking at a nice Camp Crystal Lake. Sweet Tea. There's nothing wrong with the Camp Crystal Lake sweatshirt, my love. You rock you. Kat says, ooh, fancy sweater. Fancy water even. Yeah, this is like £1. It's a lightly sparkling lemon and yuzu water from Marks & Spencer's. I love Marks & Spencer's skincare and I love Marks & Spencer's water. So it's kind of a match made in heaven. Right, I'm going to take a sip of this while I've got it in my hand. So if you guys haven't already, if you could reach down and give this video a thumbs up and a like. Honestly, it does genuinely mean the world to me. If you minimize the chat, the like button's there. It kind of lights up with a bit of fireworks sparkle now. Didn't used to do that. Thanks to YouTube, it does now. And then when you come back to the chat, it takes you back to where you were so you don't miss out on anything. So good. Stephanie says, PSA, Allies of Skin, having a buy one, get one in the States at least. Well, actually, that's quite good timing because today's video, let me get my words out. Today's video is actually a bit of a summary of the Black Friday November sales on at the moment. Some of my favourite brands have some ridiculously good sales on at the moment, so I wanted to share them with you guys and what I'm thinking of picking up during that sale period. This is all about promoting, like I would say to everyone, be like a conscientious consumer. Don't buy for the sake of buying. Think about like what actually represents really good value, and there are some really good sales on at the moment, so it's a good chance to stock up on some of your favorites. So today's like premiere, which comes straight after this video, today's premiere is celebrating all things amazing Black Friday sales in skincare. Literally every brand has a sale on at the moment, and there are some really good sales. I think the biggest ones is watch that video. If you're gonna, don't buy anything from PSA or Allies of Skin till you watch that video, because they actually reached out to me, bless them, and said we can give you a discount code and it will work with the buy one get one free, so you can actually get an extra. It's in that video. You actually get 10% off on top of your buy one get one free, which is kind of good because like some of my favorite PSA skincare products are still quite expensive, and you can get buy one get one free and save 10% off on that as well. So like, what's not to love about that? So definitely want to watch with that. What are the other sales that are on at the moment? Selfless by Hyram has 60%. Is it 60% off at the moment? If you go in TK Maxx, it's 60% off. I think if you buy online, it's 50% off. So if anyone wants anything from there, that's 50% off. The Inculist has a sale on, but you know what? They basically put their prices up by 25% and then took 25% off them. So it's not really a sale. So I would avoid that one. Face Theory have one. John Samuel. I don't usually shop John Samuel because I think their products are gorgeous, but the prices are a little bit up there for me. They've got a sale on, so I did buy some of their products, which I loved. Their cleanser, amazing. Especially if you like doing heavy duty. Apparently drag queens swear by the Jordan Samuel cleanser. And I think, if it can remove full on drag makeup, it's worth a look. Not that I'm going to be doing a full drag look anytime soon, but if I did, I'd use Jordan Samuel. There's so many different sales on, so it's all incorporated in that video, and I'm sharing with you some of my favourite products and things like that. So it's kind of just like a nice evening video to chill to, maybe do your evening skincare routine to, and all that good stuff. So Caroline says, hello everyone from Mombasa, Kenya. Oh my god, that you're winning the award for like exotic. That sounds fabulous, Carolyn, and I'm sending you so much love all the way to Kenya. I love to hear where you guys are coming from, because we have, like, when we say it's like a truly international audience, we have I shipped an order to Vanuatu, which is a tiny Micronesian. I'm going to say Micronesian, it might be Polynesian, I'm sorry, Pacific island, just because I'd hate to offend anyone and get that wrong. But I had to Google, so I did Google like location, and I Googled pictures. It looks like possibly the most stunning place on planet Earth. We have shipped. We've had quite a few orders from the African continent and some of the countries there, which is wonderful. And it's just like, you're just like, wow, it's just wonderful to be part of a truly international community. And Mombasa, Kenya sounds absolutely fabulous. I would love, like, one of my favorite things like on the bucket list is to visit Kenya. It's one of my like must visit countries, because it just looks so fabulous. I've heard the food is divine, and as a bit of a foodie, that excites me a lot. Melanie says, hi everyone, don't forget to drop the like and subscribe to Rob's channel. He's amazing and authentic. Melanie, you're doing God's work there. Thank you, my love. Thank you, that's really kind of you to say. We are literally at, I think we are about 11,000 subscribers away from 100,000, which is like mind-blowing, and we're inching forward on that every single day, so thank you to each and every one of you that subscribed, and just, yeah, Lovely. So Sal says, Robert Welsh did a fun video on unpopular skincare opinions. Do you have one? Unpopular skincare opinion. What do I've got quite a few unpopular skincare opinions, and I am quite gobby, so it's very rare for me to hold back on them. And what are my unpopular skincare opinions? I don't like CeraVe. I think they're an absolute... I don't get the hype around CeraVe. I just think they're not a particularly great company. I don't think the products are particularly great, particularly the new ones. I think the cleansers and moisturizers are the best that they have to offer, but their new lines with like vitamin C's and retinols aren't that great. I never got the hype. Now I noticed that I was saying that, and everyone used to come for me and be like, "How dare you? CeraVe is amazing," and all of this. Now, if I say that, most people are like, "Yeah, I think they're a bit overrated." So I think the world has come round to that opinion as well, and their sales have plummeted this year. So I think a lot of people have kind of cottoned on to the fact they're not as... the hype wasn't really justified. So I don't think that's an unpopular opinion anymore, but that was always like the number one. So what would be my like current unpopular opinion? I think I don't like skin cycling, which is where you use different actives on different days and chart it all on a log and do all of that. It just doesn't work for me. I can't live my life by a spreadsheet. I'm just not... my brain isn't wired like that. So I think that's an unpopular opinion because it's very popular. And it does work really well for some people. So there's nothing wrong with skin cycling. I just couldn't do it. And also my other unpopular opinion is I don't get the 2-finger, 3-finger, 4-finger sunscreen method. Like... people that are putting so much sunscreen on that it just must... no. I like it to feel good, so I tend to put like 2 layers of sunscreen on and then walk out the door, and then I reapply as I need to. I think people that put like literally a white mask on and then work it in, I think no, that's not for me. And I know that's an unpopular opinion, but yeah, those are my 2. But that's a good question, Suzanne. We love that. Anyone else got any has anyone else got any unpopular opinions that they want to share? Sound off. This is our therapy session. Sound off in the comments and let us know. Be Kind said, still doing the live is amazing. That's dedication, very selfless. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I love these lives. This isn't a job. Like, I know YouTube is part of my job and things like that I do. This is like the easiest thing in the world. I get to sit down and talk. Talking is one of my favorite things. I know, shock horror. And I get to chat with all you amazing people, and it genuinely feels like a family because it's the same people. We have some newcomers all the time, but it's the same core people every single week, and it genuinely feels like I sit down with family once a week. And I started doing these at the very start of the pandemonium, you know what, because people were feeling isolated, and you know there was a lot of social isolation, loneliness, and things out of there, myself included. I don't think I really like realized it at the time, but I think I started to feel like really like, yeah, like you're in your house all the time, and there was that little bit of a disconnect. So I started these, and it was amazing. And now it's just a core part. It's the highlight of my week. I genuinely look forward to this. I wake up on Saturday morning and think, oh, what am I going to wear for the live? What should I drink during the live? And yeah, it's going to be amazing. We are going to do on the Facebook group. If you haven't already, if you want to join the Facebook group, we'd love to welcome you there. We are going to plan a little Christmas get together. Me and Tom are working through the logistics of it and how it's going to work. So yeah, definitely one to keep your eye out. But we're going to do like a Christmas get together. And yeah, watch this space. So over on the Facebook group, and don't worry, I will do an announcement here as well in case someone isn't on the Facebook group. I don't want anyone to miss out. William said, Rob, skipped over a large portion of comments. Right. Oh, did I skip over a large portion of the comments? Oh, I thought I was doing really well. Oh, I do that. Sorry, YouTube don't make this easy. If I've missed your comment, just repeat it again. I promise I'll get back to you. I wasn't being rude. It says, Rob, skipped over a large portion of the comments. Rob, I'm enjoying the shorts. Very direct and on point. Oh, these were the early comments which YouTube cut off so I can't see them. This is YouTube's fault. I still apologise, but YouTube is to blame for this. Sometimes when I log into the chat, it cuts off like the first 20 comments or something. I don't know why it does that. But thank you, William. I'm actually really enjoying the shorts videos at the moment. So I'm filming a mixture of content. We're still doing the long form content because that's... like a lot of people talk about YouTube and the direction it's going in. So the world has changed a little bit. I don't know why. I think TikTok has a part to play, but also like people are looking for shorter form content. I personally love watching like a 20-minute video or a 15-minute video because I think I can do my washing up, I can do my cleaning, I can do my skincare routine during it. I like longer videos. I'm not a huge fan of like short 1-minute videos, but some people do like it. So I like to do a mixture of different content. So you're going to be seeing, going forward, I'm going to keep doing the long form videos, which I thoroughly enjoy sitting down and filming for you guys. And there's one coming straight after this live stream. But I'm also going to be doing some more short form videos and some like short bursts of like 1-minute shorts and things like that, which are doing really, really well. So that to me says that people, you know, there is demand for it. But also my heart is always going to be with longer form content. So yeah, but there is definitely going to be more short form content available if anybody is interested. So what do you guys prefer? Do you like longer videos? Do you like shorter videos? Tell me about it. What do you like? What do you guys tend to go for? Because obviously I want to create the sort of content that you like. But thank you, William. That means a lot to me. Megan Boy says, hi, Rob. Have you heard about Beauty of Joseph's new products? A face mask and a moisturiser. You will get a review because they're sending me them, bless them. They reached out and were like, oh, can we send you them? I was like, yeah, absolutely. So they're sending me them and I cannot wait to review them. So yes, you will get a review. I'm less excited about the face mask, if I'm honest. I think, face masks had their moment. I don't use them as much. I use the Flavanone Mud Mask, which I love. I don't use a lot of face masks. But I'm quite excited about their moisturiser. I think this could be quite good. Krista said, just got my Mad About Skin sunscreen. Fabulous. Also, I baked a Christmas fruitcake, which sadly doesn't sing, but it looks tasty. First of all, Krista, I am so glad you love the Mad About Skin sunscreen. That makes me really, really happy. And that Christmas cake, send me a big slice. I don't want a small slice. I want like a big wedge. Here in the UK, so again, I'm from Yorkshire, which is a very, the north part of England. And our thing is we have Wensleydale cheese, which is like a local cheese from the region, on our Christmas cake. So you put you have your wedge of Christmas cake and then you put a wedge of cheese. And then you eat it. I obviously can't eat cheese, so I've never really got into that. But everyone else does it, and it looks amazing. It sounds weird, but I would say if you've never had cheese with your fruitcake, whilst Wednesday is the traditional one, because it's slightly sour, it's got a slightly sour taste to it. Wednesday is the traditional one, but I guess if you can't get that, then I would fully recommend, wherever in the world you are, get your fruitcake, put a little wedge of cheese on it. I think I think you'll genuinely love it. You can, if you're feeling really bougie, you can butter it and then put your cheese on top, even better. But yeah, a little bit of cheese on top of your fruitcake. Trust me, it will change your life. International Language says, I had 3 different raw mail postmen today. They must be having a backlog. Yeah, I mean, I will say to raw mail, whilst they are frustrating the you-know-what out of me by how slow their delivery is, I am not blaming the individual postmen, post people, because they work so hard. And it must be really difficult to catch up on a backlog whilst having everyone moan at you, So there is no shade. I think that it's disappointing that, as a consumer, as a business owner, it's disappointing, but I do get it, and my postman is absolutely amazing. I love him. So yeah, there's no shade on that, and I do think it's difficult to manage all of that, and they must be getting a lot of heat from people being really disappointed, particularly because all of this is happening over the busy shopping period where people are panicked the presents might not come in time and things like that. So they must be getting a lot of heat, and obviously I would never take out my frustration on raw mail at the post people that deliver the post, because it is what it is, isn't it? But hopefully with our new delivery partner, that'll speed everything up. Irene said it's not your fault, hon. I'm looking forward to the serum to come back. The serum is back in stock as of today. If anyone wants a serum, it is back in stock. They actually sent it, we've got the new batch out and it is back in stock. And yeah, we've got enough to see us through to the new year, hopefully. That is the best seller and it's selling really, really quick. Sweet Tea says, I think it's so funny how polarizing fruitcake is. I love it myself. It's not polarizing. There is no, normally in life there's no right or wrong, but I'm here to say there is only one thing right about fruitcake. Fruitcake is just right. End of. I'm a big fan of fruitcake. No, it is really polarizing. I don't know why people don't like fruitcake, I guess. But yeah, but then I'm weird because I really don't like sponge cake. So, like Victoria's sponge cake. No, I don't get it. I'm like, no, I don't get it. I'd rather have a really heavy, spicy fruitcake than a Victoria sponge cake. No. So I'm weird. I do know that most people disagree with me on that. Flower Power says, hi Rob, in one of your videos, that is a really unpopular opinion actually. Chalk that up to Suzanne's question. What's an unpopular opinion I hold? I don't like Victoria sponge. I don't like sponge cake. Flower Power says, hi Rob, in one of your videos you mentioned that vitamin C has a stronger effect if you use it alongside Centella Asiatica. Does Geek Goddess Stressless Serum work as well? It does. So it does have some components of the Centella Asiatica, so it would absolutely work. And it doesn't really matter whether you apply it before or after. I would put your vitamin C on, then put your Stressless on top. So it absolutely does work, yes. And great question. Sending you lots and lots of love. Danny said, it's a very busy time of the year for any mail company. Remember when we had to wait months? It's now only a couple of days. We'll say as well, I do think I blame Amazon for this. We all now expect next day delivery because of Amazon, and they do it, and they do it very well. They do it very well. But I do think my expectations now, if I have to wait 3 days for a parcel, where is it? where is it? You know what I mean? And it is very difficult. It is very difficult. So I totally get it, Danny. Sweeney says, Rob, have you ever tried the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream Moisturiser that's $100 and gets such raves? I just can't spend that much money on a moisturiser. Honestly, I got a sample and it broke me out like there's no tomorrow. Like, it's so bad for acne prone skin. So my number one tip would be, if you are even vaguely blemish prone, stay well clear of the Magic Cream by Charlotte Tilbury. And people do really like it, and it's got some nice ingredients in there, but I think a lot of it you're paying for the name and the nice packaging. I'm not sure that any of the ingredients in there are things that you couldn't just get at the drugstore. And there was a really good dupe, I can't remember the name of it, that either Aldi or Lidl did of it, and it was basically the same. So no, you don't need to spend $100 on it. It's not a bad moisturizer, but if you've got even like vaguely prone to blemishes, stay away. Stay away. Danny says, thank you, I got my hug. Yay. Suzanne said, I also saw Robert Wild reply to a comment. Someone asked if he tried the Mad About Skin. Robert replied saying he was going to try them as soon as he gets through his other stuff. Yeah, I did. I sent James all of the products, bless him. And hopefully I'm open to any thoughts, feelings, and opinions that he wants to share. I obviously hope he likes them. But yeah, I'm kind of waiting for him to come out with a skincare line as well. Just saying. I don't have any like insider gossip on that at all, but I'm definitely waiting for that. But it is very exciting, and yay! And thank you for all you guys for promoting the work that you guys do to promote Mad About Skin. The skincare line makes me so happy. So, and I'm so grateful for that. So, like, thank you all so much. So Tom says, yeah, we've been patiently waiting for a Welsh Brothers review of the Mad About Skin products. I know, Tom. I know. Kat says, I'm loving the Mad About Skin moisturiser. Been using it for nearly a week and my skin loves it. Tempted to buy another already to try out the lip balm. Well, I would say if you're going to order the lip balm, you might as well order the moisturiser and get the lip balm free, because the moisturiser costs like £4 more than the lip balm. And so you might as well spend the £4 to get both. I'm so biased though. Kirsten says, I love your sweater, brackets jumper. Yeah, this is a jumper in the UK. Sweater, obviously, I think most other places in the world call it a sweater. This is a jumper, which someone once told me, and I might be totally wrong. I might be totally wrong here, but someone once told me it's called a jumper because in spring lambs like jump, and it's made out of wool, which comes from lambs and sheep. That can't be true. I've just said that out loud. That can't be true. This was quite dusty. I'm getting quite a lot of dust. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. My water. If you guys haven't already, if you can minimize the chat, hop over to that like button. Click the like button, see the fireworks, because it now lights up when you do it. And when you hop back to the chat, it takes you back to wherever you were. The more likes the video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it to the replay squad, which helps me out so much. So I'm going to take a sip of this water, and we're going to crack through some more comments. So good. Right. So KMN said, should I declutter my previous skincare? Because my skin's handling the new skincare recommendations posted on microneedling, the new products meet my skin's needs. I do think, like, sometimes decluttering, my only advice was look at the products that you're not using anymore. And instead of just waiting for them to go off and then throwing them, look at them and say, could I be using any of these on other parts of my body? Maybe I don't use them on the face anymore, but could I use that moisturiser on the body, on the feet? Could I use that exfoliator on my elbows? Could I repurpose any of that? If the answer is no, then say, would anybody else I know actually like these products and get use out of them? Because I'm a big fan of giving stuff away if it's applicable and appropriate to do so. Give them away. If that's still the answer is no, then you can chuck it. Well, then you can rinse it out and recycle the packaging. That's the great way of doing it. Kitten says, so glad I was able to make it. Thank you, Kitten. We love you. Suzanne says, Tom, it would be amazing for Rob and the whole Mad About Skin family if they got that recognition. Oh, it would be, but I have no expectations, but it would be lovely to just have anyone review the products. Honestly, just to hear people on the Facebook group say they're loving the products is literally all the recognition I need. It makes me so happy. Verena says, hopping in on my way to a birthday party to say hi and caress that like button. I'm making a hot orange punch. That sounds amazing. It's freezing in Austria. Think mulled wine, but better. Hot orange punch. Verena, send it my way. Yep, definitely on for that. Pinny says, oh damn how grateful I am to have purchased the Mad About Skin SPF and the parcel is waiting for me at the post office. Yes, another successful delivery. Melanthia, great to see you, my love. Alex says, I damaged my skin barrier. It heals temporarily but gets triggered even with sun exposure. I've tried so many products, all the ointments, Aveeno, La Roche-Posay. I don't know what to do. Have you tried oat? Adding anything oat into it. That was the one thing that really helped with my damaged skin barrier the other year. Really helped. So I would recommend something with oat, such as the Stress Less Serum by Geek and Gorgeous, could really help. KMN said you guessed it. I only applied sunscreen on vacay once per day. Wish I was more dedicated. How is it you do it based on what you like? I wondered. You've got to basically do what works for you. Works for your environment. It's always what I say. Jan says, I think my question got cut off. Where do you buy your V-Green products from? Ah, Jan. Yeah, I'm sorry about these questions getting cut off. Blame YouTube. We should send a very strongly worded note to YouTube. And I buy my V-Green products from Starvana. Now, this is going to be a little bit controversial because some people have the best experience with Starvana, myself included. Some people say it takes ages for the product to get there and they don't like using them. So I would just say, you know, read around, work out. I've never, you have to speak as you find. I've always had, when I've ordered from them, I've always got like, it takes a little time to come because it comes from abroad. So it always takes like 2 weeks to arrive, but I'm fine with that. So that's where I get my V-Green products from. You can order direct from V-Green in certain countries, but I can't remember which ones. And you can buy it on Amazon. They have an Amazon outlet where you can buy it. They are such a good product. They're such a beautiful skincare line. If you're vegan or living a plant-based lifestyle or know someone that is, it is the perfect Christmas gift. Like, all their creams are so good. Even if you, forget it, even if you're not vegan or living a plant-based lifestyle, I still buy them because they're so good. The V-Green Cica Serum is my favorite to use with vitamin C. I love their moisturizer. They have a beautiful snail-free snail mucin toner. So, you know, if you want the idea of snail secretion but you don't want snails, that's really good. It's like using wild yam. So good. So good. William says, just ordered the SPF and the gift set for my Esty. Thank you so much, William. Thank you for your support. We love you all. Love you all so much. Natasha said, good morning, and your Esty. She's a lucky lady. Was she the one that performed the treat that was in your video, William, that performed the treatment yesterday? I'm actually very excited to see what results you get with this because I'm not one that goes in for a lot of treatments. I'm not adverse to the odd peel and things like that, but I don't go in for a lot of treatments. So I always love to see other people have them and the experience they've got. So if I am tempted, I kind of know what to go for. So thanks for sharing that with us, William. Natasha says, good morning, Rob from Australia. Sending you love to Australia. Alex says, what is the most effective ingredient for extremely dull skin on a face? Like, face is grey, no colour. I would say a good two things: antioxidant and exfoliating acid, but go gentle. Go with lactic acid, 5%. That'll hydrate you, glow you up, and over time, just be patient though. It will take about a month to start to see those results, but it definitely will. Pycnogenol is an antioxidant and a lactic acid 5%. Use it. Beautiful. Your skin will be glowing in no time. Christina, great to see you, my love. Saying, I'm popping in to say hi. I'm in work tonight. Maybe able to listen a little if they don't call me. Christina, turn your phone off. No, I know you can't. I know you end your job. You absolutely can't do that. So don't take my advice. But hopefully you will get a little bit of downtime to relax, Christina. It's wonderful to see you. Kate says, hi, Rob. I've just stopped using tretinoin and I've been nearly using it for a year and still getting irritation. My experience too, my love. Just bought the Geek and Gorgeous A-Game 10. Will this have any anti-aging benefits? Yes, okay, it absolutely does. So I got the same results from the Geek and Gorgeous A-Game 10 than I got from the from tretinoin. Like you, my skin never adjusted to tretinoin. Some people it does, some people it doesn't. It's just one of those things. So don't feel like you're missing out because you can't tolerate tretinoin. It's perfectly normal. Like, I had exactly the same. So hopefully it'll work out really well. And yeah, keep us posted. I am really behind with the comments. So I'm going to try and speed this up a little bit. You know me, I'm always behind. Hi there. Could you please clarify what, from your perspective, is the best way to combine vitamin C and centella serums? What goes on first? Definitely, well, for me, I put the vitamin C on first and I put the centella on top. That then neutralizes the vitamin C a little bit so you can put your peptides afterwards. I use it as like a buffering step. But actually, technically, it matters. It doesn't matter at all. You can use it either way. But I find that's how I do it in my skincare routine. Kaylin says, oh, wait, I remember I topped sunscreen during my launch on VK. My people was watching. Yeah, if anyone watches, top up your sunscreen. Sandra says, bad planning led to 2 work all-nighters this week. Oh, no. Decided to try the Bro Eye Master Day. Big difference noted. Thanks for the recommendations. A nice treat. Thank you, Sandra. And sending you lots and lots of love. Yeah, the Jackson Lane Bro Mask. Again, I wish they'd changed the name because they are a male-focused skincare line. I'm not particular. I always say choose skincare products based on your skin type, not on your gender, because like, what's gender got to do with anything to do with your skin type? Largely speaking, there are some instances, but largely speaking, you should be choosing based on your skin type, not your gender when it comes to choosing products. But I do know there are a lot of men out there that like to reach for male skincare, which is absolutely fine, and Jackson Lane is at least really good quality male focused skincare. But I would say put aside all of that. I wish they'd change the name because the Bro masks are amazing. Man, well, it doesn't matter. Just buy them. It's great. I use them as a little treat because they are a bit on the expensive side. I think it's like £20. I think I paid £22 for 5 or 6, so it's a bit up there. But oh, they're so good under the eye. They just gone like that. Dark circles, puffiness, inflammation, so good. So whether you're a bro or not, I'm certainly not a bro. Have never been a bro. Will never be a bro. Then whether you are or not, you could definitely use them, and I would recommend them. So good. Sweet Tea says, hi Robert, I actually got cold enough to wear jeans instead of shorts. It's Turkey Day miracle. Send you lots of love, Sweet Tea. Stay warm. Nancy said, any recommendations for dark under eye areas? Caffeine. Use sparingly, beautiful. You don't have to buy serum. Old tea bag. Put it in the fridge. Slap it on the eye. Amazing. I do it all the time. It's so good. Christine says, Rob rocking the Christmas jumper. You know it, Christina. You know, from here on in, it's Christmas jumpers all the way. And it actually, do you know what? If I tell you, so I have a range of Christmas jumpers, and they get so much more tacky and outrageously Christmas the closer we get to the 25th. So I've got a special collection that I wear between the 20th and the 25th of December, and I think the one that usually reaches crescendo is this big elf and a thing, and it just says slaying all the way with this menage of animals and slay things, and yeah, it's very over the top. Can't wait to show you that one, promise. Steven says, I just ordered my last stuff from Decium, the Neod Eye Serum and the Ordinary Eyelash Serum for the first time. Love the eyelash serum. Do you have any suggestions on the use of the eye cream? Yes, Neod one once a day is more than enough. I like to, because it's expensive, I like to get my use out of it, so I use it in the morning, then I use another eye cream in the evening. You don't have to use it twice a day. You can switch it in with another cheaper eye cream to get more money. That would be my top recommendation. And sending you lots and lots of love. Game Boy says, have you tried the Face Theory retinoic acid serum? What's your thoughts? I haven't. I really want to try it. I am going to put one on order this weekend, and I will definitely give you guys a review because it looks so good. So good. Kat says, just wondering, Rob, what products are you using at the moment when double cleansing? If I do a double cleanse, I start with the Juno Co Clean 10 Balm, or I'll use the... what's that one called? Beauty of Joseon Radiance Cleansing Balm. They're my two favourites. And then I always wash off with the Mad About Skin Cleanser. They're the two that I use for my, both double steps. If I'm feeling really lazy, so if I'm travelling and I want to cut down the number of products, then I'll just take the Mad About Skin Cleanser. And what I'll do is I'll work it dry into dry skin, where it acts more like a balm. Then I'll add some water, rinse it away. And then I'll do it again, do a second step on wet skin, where it acts more like a gel. So you can use the Mad About Skin Cleanser as both steps in your double cleanse if you're feeling super lazy, you just want one product. But normally I'll use that Juno Co Balm, which I love. As Tina says, yeah, flapping Tina. It's where you just flap about all over the place, not really achieving anything. You're using up a lot of energy faffing and flapping, but you're not really doing anything. Sandra says, okay, for me, you were late. Haircut was just running behind. This is good. You see, all things happen for a reason. Danny says, in my humble opinion. There's nothing ever humble about my opinion, Danny. Suzanne says, Tom is gold. Tom is in fact gold. Miranda says, hi Rob, can you give any recommendations for physical exfoliators? I actually love to get a flannel. Oh, sorry, I think we've got a bit of buffering on the live stream, so let me just wait till that catches up. Yeah, we're all good now. I like to get a flannel or a muslin cloth and just wipe my cleanser off with that. Really easy. Great for the environment because you can just pop them in the wash and reuse them as often as you want. That would be my physical exfoliator of choice. Tom says, I'm up to flying over to the UK to be part of the live stream. Tom, you know I would host you here anytime. Paul says, Tom is a superstar with the voice of his. I know. He is. He's got the softest voice in the whole world. And I think you've now got the ultimate fan club. And yes, it'll be, I'll make sure it's first class, Suzanne. Don't you worry. And literally, I think now everybody is now pro Tom taking over the live stream, and I'm also pro that. Jan says, Maru, I love the Pewter Oat moisturizer. It's also a really good oat-based moisturizer. Such a good product. Totally would recommend. Let's see. Let's see. Tom says, I'm looking for part-time work in a year, Christina, so let's talk. This is true. This is very true. Turtle says, oh my, I thought you just called Caroline Hiron's skincare line overpriced cat hair. No. No. Just to be clear, I did not say overpriced cat hair. No, I didn't. I was very diplomatic about it. I actually think it's well formulated. The Caroline Hiron's retinoids, well formulated, but I think they're overpriced. they're more than what I would be willing to pay for a retinoid when you've got great options from Geek and Gorgeous, but that doesn't mean that everyone should agree with me. Different people have different budgets. I'm just cheap. James C. Oh, no, wait, there. Danny says, I only have one Techie Christmas jumper and you've already seen it. Can I repeat? You can, Danny, because you looked fierce in it. Fabulous to the extreme. So yes, Danny, permission granted to repeat. So Kat says, oh, I love a TU bag, and TU being the brand of this jumper. I'm sure the mustiness is worth it for £4. It is. It is. International Language says, loving the jumper. I hope no one started watching at that point because they got the wrong idea. International Language says, loving the jumper, Rob. Have you ever tried the Cetrasous serum from Face Theory? No, right. Face Theory update. I used to use Face Theory all the time. Love the products. And then I don't know why I stopped with some of them, but I still have that core stash that I love. They bring out so many products all the time. But they reached out to me the other day and said, can we send you some of our new launches? We'd love for you to try them. I'm like, yeah, absolutely, because I was planning on buying them anyway. So I was like, yeah, definitely. So they're sending me all this stuff. So I want to do like an updated like new launches from Face Theory video. If you guys would want that, I'll quite happily film that, because I know a lot of you guys do shop Face Theory. Turtle says, is the next Mad About Skin product a load of Mad About Skin, musty and smells like it's sat around in a warehouse? That's the vibe. That is the vibe I'm going for. Absolutely. Karen says, I've just seen so many ads for the Augustinus Bader, the Rich Cream. Karen, if you think I am spending $280... The thing is, I wouldn't even, do you know what? To be fair to them, even if they reached out and said, could we send you this in PR? I'd have to say no, because I just know my brain wouldn't allow me to like it. So my review would be, yeah, it's not worth it. And I feel really bad. I would feel really bad taking PR from a brand that I know I'm just not going to like. And because, you know, however good it is, like for $280, that cream better make me look like 18 again, do the dishes, you know, bring me unlimited riches. I would want it to literally do everything for me. I just don't ever think a face cream... This is really itchy, this jumper, by the way. I don't think a face cream is ever going to be worth $280, which is why, like, La Mer... Like, yeah, maybe if I had, like, Kim Kardashian money, maybe. But tell you what, Karen, when I'm next going on a flight and I see it in, like, the departure hall, duty-free in the flight, I'll try it then. Deal? Deal? MSK says, so apparently Welder Skin Food Original Rich Cream is working very nicely for me. Oh, it's quite nice skincare like that. I think it's surprisingly smoothing and nourishing. I do need to try more from Welder, because a lot of people seem to really rave about it. Sandra says, I love the quality and affordability, amazing, and it makes it easy for me to gift and recommend it to a wide variety of people. Thank you, Sandra. Love you. Tom says, Rob, I think you listen to my Royal Mail rants as much as I listen to yours. Yeah, I think me and Tom were in a bit of a Royal Mail therapy group between us. MSK says, have you heard about Fresh's Ancien cream? I hope I pronounced that right. No, but it is ridiculously expensive. I know that. It's like La Prairie and all of that. Ridiculously expensive. These are the sort of brands. If I'm in the airport in duty free, I always try the back of my hand. Because you know what? I'm always open to trying something, just not paying for it. Kristen says, I'm recovering from surgery, so I'm going to bow out now to have a nap. Thanks, Rob. Kristen, get well soon, my love. Sending you so much love, and definitely get well soon. Eloise says, can you think of a high percentage urea containing cream for severe cracked feet with no paraffin ingredients? Oh. I don't think so I will agree with you, Eloise. I don't think the 5% in the Mad About Skin cream is enough for severely cracked feet. I think you want to go for something like 20% ideally. I don't know which ones don't contain paraffin. They almost all do. My recommendation would be the Ultrist one, but I'm not sure if that contains paraffin or not. That's in a 10% though, so it's quite a good concentration. Could you drop that comment in the main comments and I will get back to you straight away and do a little bit of digging. I know that I've got a family member that has very cracked feet and uses urea all the time and knows all about the different products, so I'll see which ones are paraffin free. Tina says, we're having such a cold snap in Michigan right now. I had to make a hot toddy. Oh, I love a hot toddy. Oh, Tina, I might join you with one of those after this live stream. Yeah. Solvig, sending you lots and lots of love. Welcome. Augie says, hello from the land of the rising sun. Hello, sending you lots and lots of love. Hope the Mad About Skin sunscreen arrives soon. How many pumps of the Mad About sunscreen do you recommend? Can you recommend any high UVA Asian sunscreens? Really difficult to find high UVA Asian sunscreens. They do exist, but they're a bit few and far between. So I will put some recommendations in the main comment section. I'll have a look at the UVA ratings and let you know. But normally, normally they're on the lower end, just because of some of the ways that they tend to prioritize elegance over like the UVA protection, which isn't a bad thing. You've got to weigh up all these different things. But in terms of how many pumps I personally apply for the Mad About Skin sunscreen, I would apply 5. I put 2 pumps across the face, wait 30 seconds, put another 2 pumps across the face, then I take 1 pump and apply it on my ears and then on my nose. So 5 for an application. Melanie says, any budget suggestions for an eye serum and products for deep lines and wrinkles? I love, for deep lines and wrinkles, I don't think it gets better than the ordinary Duraline. Works so well. And for an eye serum, I would probably reach for, I really like the Ocuwake one by Face Theory. One of the best anti-aging ones I've ever found. Let's see. Krista says, Rob, what would your current pick for vitamin C derivative for my dry, sensitive skin? I'm all about the vitamin C derivative from the ordinary. The ascorbyl tetraisobalaminate solution, 20% of vitamin F. Like, that's the most ridiculous name, but that is my favourite. It's a great option for winter skin when you've got dry, sensitivity, nourishes, proven to calm sensitivity, and it gives you that glow we all want. Eloise said, heard a bad joke the other day, thought of you. What do you call someone who looks after chickens? A chicken tender. Oh, that's so bad. I'm just going to take a sip of my water and get over that. That's so bad. That kind of makes me laugh. I'll give you that. Yeah, I mean, anyways, that is so bad. That is like ultimate like bad joke, but I did quite love that. And we should start with our daily Christmas jokes. I'll find some Christmas jokes and post them. I love a good bad joke. The better, the worse. The worse, the better. That's the one. All the animals are well. The chickens are a bit cold. They don't like the colder weather here in the UK, but I put some extra bedding in for them, so I think they're enjoying that. The animals are I've got them both the cats have radiator hammocks, so that when we put the heating on, when we can afford to, we put the radiator on and they get to sit in that, and the dogs are fine. So yes, they're all lovely. I hope everything's amazing with you too, my love. KMN says Vanuatu looks gorgeous. Yeah, if you Google it, it looks stunning. Literally stunning. Christina says chicken tender makes me think of food. Christina, get that thought out of your head. Tina says I still like CeraVe cleansers. Come at me. No, Tina. There is no judgment. This is a judgment-free area. However, I'm just here to say, it used to be an unpopular opinion of mine when I really didn't like CeraVe, but now most people are like, yeah, it's a bit overrated. But I do say, if a CeraVe product works for you, keep using it, because if it works, you know what I mean? So Kevin says, I'm with you on the amount of sunscreen. Seems way too much for my skin type. This is true. If you've got oily skin, you don't need as much sunscreen as people like insist on piling on. Never sinks in. Stephanie says, the derms I follow at Supportive Skin Cycling, most get to go didn't make sense to me. I can't live my life by a spreadsheet. It doesn't work for me. Fristy Bird says, imagine if one's actually family wanted to talk about skincare. It'd be amazing. Oh, I know. My family do not talk. They're happy to take the free products. They come around here, go through the drawers, take what they want, but will they talk about skincare with me? No. Paula says, ooh, a Facebook fun. Yes. It's going to be a little bit of a wine time on Facebook. It's going to be amazing. Jan says, wait, did I miss a whole conversation about Christmas sweaters? Mine's the nerdiest shtick that Suzanne got me, and I love it. Almost going to start wearing it, Jan. We demand a picture of you in it. Like, literally, I need that in my life. Solvik says, my unpopular opinion, I love scented hand creams. I love them as well. I love a good scented hand cream. So good. And Miss K says, I shall sing a newfound love for Welder skin food. I do need to try more from Welder. I will definitely give more of them a try. Catherine says, hi fam, have we talked about the antioxidant serum yet? Starting next year. It was coming out in the new year. I cannot wait. I just cannot wait. It's going to be amazing. But don't worry. It's now in mass production. So it's going. It's all good. The mass production is happening last week and this week. And then it'll travel over to me. The reason I want to delay it till next year is because with all of the transport issues around Christmas and all of that, I didn't want to be like, when every delivery firm has and shipping firm has delays, I didn't want to just going to do it next year. A little January treat. I know you guys are going to love it. Well, I hope you love it as much as I do. Stephanie says, I like both longer and short form content. Deep dives, place for both. I agree. And hopefully this is the place for both. KMN says, longer please, if that's not too demanding. No, it's not. I prefer to sit down and do long form content, but I also like to watch short form content. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. Eloise says, I prefer the more information from longer content, but shorts are good for sharing and getting people interested. This is true. And sometimes, when you just got a little bit of like 10 minutes to fill, clicking through some shorts is never a bad thing. Melenty says, is there any Mad About Skins coupon codes at the moment? So we don't have a coupon code at the moment because it got very complicated. But if you buy any 4 products, you automatically get 15% off at checkout. So the offers on at the moment on the Mad About Skincare line is buy any 4 products. You can mix and match, or they can all be the same. It doesn't matter. Any 4 products, and you'll automatically save 15% at checkout. And we also have if you buy a moisturizer or a sunscreen, you get put a lip balm in your basket at the same time, and it'll be deducted off at checkout, so you get it for free. Those are the 2 offers. Krista says, I like a mix of long and short videos. Same. Christina says, I love your longer videos. Hate TikTok style, or whatever that app from hell is. Yeah, I agree. International Language says, I enjoy the longer videos because I do my skincare routine to them. The shorts are handy when you've just got a quick scroll. I love a quick scroll. I'm with you. So I think we're going with like a mixture of like long and short form video, which is good because that's what I was planning on doing. So I'm glad that your preference is validating my opinion. Jan says, my dad was a Yorkshireman and he used to eat apple pie with cheese. Have you ever tried it? Yeah. Basically anything with cheese is good. Like anything with Yorkshire cheese is amazing. And that makes me very happy, Jan, that you have Yorkshire roots. Wanda says, I knew it. You're going to try the new Beauty of Joseon moisturizer, especially since it was created for oily skin with aging issues. I did read that. They were like, oily skin with aging issues, and I was like, I hate to admit that's me. Catherine says, hi Rob, I noticed the Neo Survival suggests for night use, but it seems ingredients are useful for daytime. I use it during the day. I don't know why they say in the night. I use it during the day, but you could use it in the night. There's no problem. It's got a 24-hour mechanism of action, so you technically could use it whenever you wanted. Sweet Tea said, a lot of fruitcakes eaten in Florida are just rum cakes. Explains Floridians at Christmas. That's true. I do like a rum cake as well, though. Like, yeah. MSK says, a skin horror story. A girl in my dorm asked for some skincare advice, specifically acne. She had acne products, but the one thing that she did for acne was drinking water. I cringed so much. Yeah, the idea that you can cure your acne by just drinking water isn't true. But it can help at the margins. But I think people that just say drink more water and you cure your acne. No. I tried it. Trust me, I've tried it. Fristenberg says, post-nod is just as slow as Royal Mail, so the sunscreen is probably going to end up arriving next year in time for summer. So Alicia says, is your new shipping partner Pitney Bowes? True. Eloise says, I love my actual postman, although he thinks I'm crazy watching him every day for when the... Yeah, I do. I think I stalk mine a little bit, so maybe. Let's see. Turtle says, team long over short form content. Good. I think a mixture, like everything, in moderation is always good. Today, just for a quick heads up, our live stream will continue. We're going to get through as many comments as possible, and then in 5 minutes' time, we have our weekly weekly premiere, which is going to be all things amazing. We're going to be talking about skincare sales. So you can get the what was I going to say? My mind's completely gone. Yes, all of the November Black Friday sales all in one place. So yeah, do not worry. You're not going to miss out on anything. I've got some really great offers in there and I'm going to be sharing what I'm buying from them, what I think is worth it, what I don't think is worth it, and yeah, basically everything in between. So watch out for that. It's definitely going to be worth it. We need to choose. I do need to choose the premiere music for it. Do you remember last week we just went classique, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think it took us all back. It made us remember just how bad the classic music was. So this year, we're going from Premier Classic. We've had alternative. We've done ambient, bright, calm, cinematic, contemporary. All of these were absolutely terrible. So we're going to go for what I think we all enjoyed the most. I think the universal opinion was that people enjoyed Spotif, which, if you remember, that was when we tried it. We all were like, you know what, that wasn't too bad. It wasn't good, but it wasn't too bad. So today's Premier music of choice is Spotif. Now, you obviously don't want to miss that. Ever. So you only have 5 minutes to wait and you'll automatically be redirected, so you don't actually need to do anything. Just stay firm. And I'm going to get through as many comments as possible. If, by the way, I've missed out your comment or I don't get round to it, just drop it in the main comment section. I'll answer all of them straight after today's live stream, I promise. And even though we've only got 4 minutes left, don't forget to press that like button. If you minimize the chat, hop over to the like button, give it a gentle caress, watch the fireworks, and then you can go back to the chat and it takes you back to where you were. We are at 86 likes. I'm sure we can get to 100 if everyone just does that little thing. Crossing that like button, honestly, it means the world to me, so thank you. So obviously, I'm currently using this CeraVe, but I have to top it up with Vaseline because it's not thick enough. This is true. And a lot of people do a bit of slugging in their life. Primordial Meow, love that name, says, ready to add to my repertoire, just got an LED mask and collagen peptide for anti-aging based on good studies. What do you think, Rob? I think it's quite good. I love an LED mask. I find it very calming, and it does have some proven benefits. I just need to use it more often. So I would say, once it arrives, use it frequently. No point sat in a box, use it. And that would definitely be my top recommendation. International language says, gotta love a fruitcake. We all love a fruitcake. Jan says, longer videos every time, the more the better. Thank you, Jan. We love you. But Valenthia says, I'm about to order British Rob's SPF for my 9-year-old. I like that name. I've trademarked that now. There's no taking that away from me. That's me. Let's see. Oh, I've lost where I'm in the chat. Oh, that's really annoying. Well, if I've missed out your comment, thanks to YouTube, just drop it in the main comment. I'm going to get the dog. Bear with me. I promised you Hopster. Lonnie! Lonnie! What's this? Lon! I think he's making his way down. Lonnie! What's this? Go on, boy. There we go. You're going to say hello to everyone. Now, if this isn't enough to get us over 100 likes, I don't know what is. Hello, little man. Hello, little man. Yeah, this is my... For those of you that are new to this... Are we keeping you up? Are we keeping you up? This is my puppy Lon. He is superstar. He's an absolute superstar. I think you're all boring him. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. Then he falls asleep. Yeah, he falls asleep on you all the time. Should we just put you down? Bless him. Yeah. So He's a little superstar, and like I say, if that isn't enough to get us the next 3 more likes we need to get to 100, I don't know what is. He's a little superstar. Yeah, I think you're quite tired, aren't you? I think I might have woken him up when I called him down. He is a little superstar, and we're gonna finish putting the tree up, and I know he's gonna be a menace throughout the whole thing. Yeah, you're gonna be a menace, are you? I've already started buying his Christmas presents. Bought him some really good stuff. We've got squeaky balls, haven't we? We've got little food things. Oh, have you seen his Christmas collar? Let's show the world your Christmas collar. Like, can we see his Christmas collar? Yeah, he likes it. Oh, you're getting lots of love. Yeah, he's very grumbly. It makes me laugh because every morning when I leave a message for Tom, all you can hear is the dog in the background going... because you're very grumbly, and we'd say that he's just saying hello. Suzanne said, Lorne is the new Lord of ASMR. This is it. I should start charging for this experience, shouldn't I? He is an absolute cutie and a little sweetheart. And this, yeah, Danny. No, Danny. Actually, this is his second Christmas. We got him on the 16th of December last year. So this is actually his second. And no, Ariel, he is a miniature Dachshund. He's a miniature Dachshund. But he's quite big for a miniature because his mum was quite big. So he's a bit bigger than a traditional miniature Dachshund. He's going to stay with my parents and my niece and nephew for a little bit, for like a week. And he's going to love it because the kids play with him 24 hours a day, and that's really what you want in life, isn't it? Someone to pay. He just wants somebody to play with him 24 hours a day. He's very sweet. And Danny says, hope the tree survives the season. We'll see. Marcel hides in the tree. Like, sometimes you can just see this little cute face with a little light around it, so bless him. Anyway, before we miss today's premiere, we'd hate to... I'm warning everyone, turn down... Oh, we've hit 100 likes. Thank you, all. Turn down your volume, because you're now going to be transferred over to today's live premiere, talking about some of the skincare sales that are on at the moment, how to bag a bargain. But the premiere music is going to be loud, so turn that volume down. See you all over there. Love you guys.